All right, welcome out to the first episode of the Rockport Sports Podcast. This is changed the name from last year and the year before, so it's something new that hopefully is going to catch on with the community. So it's now called the Rockport-Fulton Sports Podcast, and when you hear that, that means that we're going to have a coach or an athlete on the podcast. And so this afternoon we have our head volleyball coach here at Rockport-Fulton to join us on the podcast, Jessica Clark. Coach, how you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing great, coach. And first thing I want to do is congratulate you. We were out there last night streaming the game. By the way, if you haven't seen the game, you can go to the Pirates Cold Sports Network, YouTube or Facebook, and watch the game, man. I guarantee you got to watch this game. It was great. And coach, we'll get into that because I do want to get your thoughts on the way the girls played. It was a great game. I enjoyed it from beginning to end. You can also tell as I was commentating the game last night. But coach, before we get into the game, you've introduced yourself before, so I know the community knows you. You've been here with us for quite some time. This program has excelled. I said last night on the broadcast that it's always competitive. It started with you and it's still there with you. These girls compete for a district title into the playoffs every year. So we have not dropped in the last, I would say, 7, 8 years, maybe even longer. But every year it's new, it's different. We've already started the non-district. Talk to us a little bit about the varsity roster. Who's on there? How many girls do we have, and how many of them are seniors?
So we have 12 girls this year. We have, let's see, Haley Noe, Jada Saunders, Addison Burton, Megan Leftwich. Those are our seniors this year.
Okay, so that's you got quite a group coming back next year, which really excites me because I saw some of the younger girls. Hopefully, we're going to get Coach Clark to come on a couple more times before the season ends because we do want to talk about our seniors. But today, I do want to talk about some of the younger players because I thought they played big, and we'll get into that, Coach. But always, as the new season starts, I want to ask about assistant coaches. Do we have the same from last year, or do we have any new additions?
So yes, we have Coach Allison Sanders. She is our JV coach this year, and then we have Lauren Kelly, who's the freshman coach this year. So they were with us last year, and again, those were two of my players when they were in high school. They were just absolute studs, and I'm so thankful to have them with me now. At the high school level. So it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I think it's great that you have some of these girls coming back. I know Coach Reyes, when we had her on last year, Coach Kelly's over there, Coach Gonzalez, Lexi's also. So it's always nice to have some of these alumni girls come back
Yes,
and be
yes. And Lexi's
coaching.
actually at our middle school. She's head of our middle school volleyball program this year, so she's doing a fantastic job. She's a new mama, so yeah, she's was also one of my really great players, libero for me in high school. So yeah, it's great to have players that want to come back and coach with you, and just means the world. They obviously thought enough about the program and want to still be a part of it. So
Yeah. As a fan and as a person that lives here in Rockport, it's always great to see them. When I hear that they're coming back or that they've been hired to come back, it's always great because, I mean, when you coach, you want to win wherever you go, right? But when you play for Rockport, it's just that much more special to come back and teach these kids now what what
right.
you've learned, and come back and be a part of this foundation that we're building here. So it's great to have them here, two coaches, now assistant coaches that also play for Rockport-Fulton. I do want to say before we continue with this podcast is last night, the JV did win. I was there. They won
Yes.
2-0. Our freshman coach, I think this is their first loss of the year. Is that correct?
You know what? I think you're right. Yeah, they've had a really good season. They actually last week they were the only win at Toloso Midway out of us three teams. So they've had a great season so far as well. They've got a lot of height and a lot to learn still, but they're really coming around. They're going to be some great ones to watch as well. But yes, Industrial again. They're obviously their varsity was very good. Their JV and their freshmen were across the board. They're just a great program year after year. So yes, they got the loss, but they still learn from it. So that's what's most important.
Absolutely. They're having a great season. The JV played great last night. And of
Yes,
course,
they
we'll get
did.
into the varsity in a bit. Coach, let's talk a little bit about what's going on here in the non-district. So I don't know exactly where we're at because I saw the record, but I don't want to say because Max Prep sometimes could be correct. It could be incorrect. So I don't want to
It
post
should be updated. Yeah, because we Coach Sanders she's in charge of making sure all the stats and all the scores are put in the max prep. So yeah,
it.
it
Okay.
should be correct. Yes,
Now I
sir.
know. So what
Yeah.
have you seen? Tell us, what have you seen from the team so far in the non-district? How do you think this our team is faring so far in the non-district?
Yeah, so we've done really well. We've had some really competitive tournaments. Now we're finally done with tournaments. It's been a long 3 weeks of back to back to back tournaments and some tough teams. We've learned a lot. We've grown a lot. We've competed very well. There are some games I would say, looking back now, like I know we could have played better and won those games, but that's part of it. I think a game like last night shows you what we have in our heart, like just that competitiveness and that fire and that grit. And those are the games, when it comes down to it, like that's what we have to look forward to this season. We're gonna go get some big wins this year, and look, we're not gonna look back anymore, and we're just gonna keep building from last night. And we've another one against in the Goliad tournament, El Campo. I know obviously it's in Goliad, so we just had some parents in the stands, but they would tell you the same thing. Like, they saw fire in those girls and that competitive edge that they had. And I think just winning that silver bracket at Goliad, and then the way they played last night, like, they're believing it. The talent is there, and then just putting it together and like believing that they deserve to win, and they're going to fight and battle for every game that they come out and play. And it's just going to continue to build this year.
Well, let's talk about that game last night. No doubt, Coach. So I want to first say this about the girls. They take set one, and then they go and they're down set two and three. So going into set four, it takes a lot, Coach, because they were down. This was a really good team. Their record's really
Yes.
good. This is a
Yes.
really good team
Yes.
with some players. And so down 2-1, girls could easily said, okay, it's non-district,
Right.
we're done. And they did not. They continued to fight. Got off to a good one in set four, got up to a little lead. Then they would come back, but they fought, Coach. You're right. They fought hard. They get the win, and then they go to a winner take all in set five, and they end up getting it 15-13. Just amazing, Coach. Talk about
Yes.
what you saw from the team specifically last night in this game.
Just a team. I think I heard you say it a couple of times. I watched a few minutes of your YouTube, filming our game, but you said it quite a bit. You said they're battling, like they battled, they were not going to quit. They were not going to give up. They were not going to step down. They were in it to win it, and they were not going to quit. And they laid it all on the line, every single point. They weren't going to let a ball hit the floor. They were going to stay as consistent as possible. And when the set was there, they were going to put the ball down. So they wanted it.
Coach Holly Baergen, I think you heard me say it. I didn't know much about her. I heard last year she was really good. I know she was injured,
Right.
so
Yes.
we didn't get to really see her talent. But for me, she just makes the game look so easy. Just so it just comes natural to her. She just, I said when they're going to her, I said, man, that's great. I mean, we were looking for her. She was able to get it over the net, get it down a couple of times. But just talk a little bit about your captain. She's a junior. She's coming back next year. But Coach, for me, seeing her play, it just looks so like it's so easy. The game comes so easy. To talk about her a little bit more, what we see, what do you see in practice? The work ethic that gets her to what we see on game day?
Yeah. So she's a worker, man, and it's not easy. She's just a smart volleyball player. She can read the court. She knows she's looking. She's not just swinging to swing. She's seeing a block. She's tooling off a block. She's finding holes on the court. Like, she's not always just swinging and putting the ball down. Like, you'll see her tip and place shots in the middle of the court. She's just such a smart player. Obviously she's gifted. She's talented, but it's not only that. It's her volleyball IQ. So she's
It's
just fantastic. And like last year, she was out before she tore ACL before district, and last year she still led our team with 100 kills without even stepping on the court half the season. So she was cleared literally 2 days before tryout started, thank goodness. And so she's still, she gets frustrated sometimes. She's not able to do everything she's done in the past just because of her, from her injury, but she's going to get there, and she has the mindset, and she wants it. She's going to do everything she can to get there. And it shows. I mean, I'm sure most people looking at her on the court, if she didn't have her brace on, wouldn't realize that she just went through this big injury. And, she's something. She really is. She's special.
She's very special. She's gifted. I'm just glad she's playing for Rockport-Fulton, man. Because she,
Yes,
and I think when you look at the athleticism, but it's the IQ. She's
yes,
just so smart.
she is.
Sometimes that ball comes so hard at you. I mean, you got to react quickly, which brings
Mhm.
me to Kenna Nguyen. She had 24 digs last night. She
Yes,
was all over the place.
she
She,
is.
I think, hit her head at one point. I think y'all wanted to take her out, and she didn't want to come out. So I was like,
Yeah,
wow,
yes.
competitor. Talk about her and her work ethic and just what she brings to the team.
Yeah. So, Kenna's a junior this year, and she was on varsity last year as a sophomore. And, stepping into her role this year, she has definitely earned it. She has been working hard in the off season and her club season, all the things just to get to this point, and it has definitely paid off. She is a competitor. She will throw her body across the court for any ball that, she's not going to quit on anything. And she's just doing a fantastic job for us. Her serve receive is beautiful. She's just can't say enough about Kenna. She's defensively just smart and reads the court well, and she's a fighter. She really is on defense.
She is, and
Yes.
a lot of these girls are coming back. We'll be bringing
Uh-huh.
coach back, and we'll talk more about our seniors. And then there's a couple of other girls that we'll leave some of this stuff for the next podcast. But it was really great to see what the girls are fighting back, winning it against a really good team. I think builds confidence in them, coach. I think they'll be ready. I mean, I know you got Edna coming in on Friday, I believe I saw. So
Yes, and they're another great program. Going into it from our tournament. We knew this is a tough week of competition. Like we weren't going to have any easy games this week. These are two solid programs, and we're here to win it. We want to get better, so it's not. We don't want cupcake games all the time. We want some competition, and we want to play like we did last night. And it's just going to keep, I think, building our confidence, getting to play that way, and seeing how good we really can be. So,
and
yeah.
when it's all put together, there's talent out there. I really enjoyed watching the girls. The rotation was great. And I was just
Thank
like,
you.
wow, Daniel. And I was like, and this is a great game. Like, they're just going back and forth, back and forth. And I was and all five, excuse me, sets were
Yeah,
very competitive. It could have gone
they
either
were.
way. Like no one was blowing one
Right.
out than the other. And I thought, wow, what a great game to go to. And coach, let's talk about the student body real quick, right? Like I think they were loud. I was listening. I said, wow, now
Yeah.
this gives you home court advantage, right? The student body was great. They were loud. They weren't getting out of control, but just yelling and just
Right.
doing everything they could to wail these girls. I've always
Yes.
said this: the crowd noise at home could make the difference. That really just pumps the girls
For
when they think
sure.
when the girls think, hey, we don't got it anymore, and you hear that crowd yelling right there, like, listen, we got to go one more, one more, one more,
Mhm.
and it was enough. Is it always like that there for volleyball?
Yeah. So, and sometimes I would say even more, we, football's still in practice and we start early. So it takes them a while to get over to the game. But yeah, I mean, every year we've got a great student body and cheerleaders and parents and everybody that comes out and supports us. And even like, we've got players that graduated over the years, their parents do not miss games, and their grandparents, and like we just have the best support system. And we I saw some pictures that Darla Williams took, and I'm so involved in the game, like I hear the noise but it's kind of tuned out. I'm so focused, and seeing her pictures of like the cheerleaders and everybody in the stands, I'm just like, that is so amazing, to have that kind of support. And yes, it plays a huge part in in the for the girls and us, and just they're a part of our team. It's we have to have that too, so it's great to have.
It is, and I saw it yesterday. It was great. It was a lot of. We had a good crowd, and then as the games kept going, sets we going into 3, 4 sets. The student body just got louder, and there was a
Yeah.
time when I just looked at them for maybe like 30 seconds, and they were all yelling, just getting into it.
Mhm.
I thought this is good. It was
Yes.
just a non-district game that felt more like a playoff atmosphere.
Right, like a sitting game. Yeah.
Yeah, so
It
I'm
was
like,
fun.
wow, there's something to
Right.
look forward to when the district comes. And speaking of district now, coach, just jump into it. You played these teams, you know what these teams are like. Our district has always been tough. Where do you see Rockport-Fulton this year as far as district?
I'm going to speak it into existence now. We're going to win a district championship.
Ooh,
That
all
is
right.
my mindset. Okay. And I say it because I believe it can happen. I believe in these girls. I believe in this community, these coaches. If we play like that and continue to play like that consistently, there's no doubt in my mind that we cannot win a district championship. Is it going to be easy? Absolutely not. We've got Calhoun, we've got Beeville. If you look at their records, they are killing it. Actually, Calhoun had a 5-set match with Industrial as well a couple weeks ago, and it was close, just like ours, back to back. I think the 5th set was like maybe 17-15, but Industrial edged them out. So it's, I mean, we're these are good teams, and this is good competition for us. But Beeville again's killing it. If you look at their record, I think they've maybe had 3 losses, all within all their tournaments and all. They're a great team again this year. Sinton, obviously, every year we're a big competition with them. That is just like pirate versus pirate, but we did play them in a tournament at, where were we? At Sinton tournament, and we did beat them. So that was, a good pick us up. But they bring it when they come to, when they play us, So I think we play the way we played last night and have that belief and that mindset that we deserve it. We're going for it. We're going to give it all we got every time. We are the better team. We're going to control what we can control on our side of the court. I know that we can. We're good enough to win it all this year. So that's going to be our goal. Obviously, that's our goal. But I really do believe it can happen this year.
I second that, Coach. I'd like to ask you, do you know the last time we won district?
Was it 2021 with Coach Jeffrey? I think maybe I'd have to get my years start running together. But it was with Coach Jeffrey.
It hasn't been that long. I remember we won.
No, it hasn't been all that long ago. Yeah.
And even when Coach Jeffries was on, I remember you had stepped down. There were reasons for family, and but you were still part of that coaching staff.
Oh yeah. He's a good friend of mine. He comes to all of our games too and supports us. And he texts me after the game, and we're always talking volleyball. Yeah, he's just a great friend to have, a volleyball mind, So yeah,
we've had him on the. I actually saw him and his wife walking. They were at the game yesterday. I saw him out there. I didn't get a chance to say hi, but I seen him. But we've had him on the podcast. He's great, and it's just great. I mean, like I said, for all of the Pirate fans, like I said, if you weren't at the game last night, you can still watch that game when you have time. It is still, and it will stay on our Pirates Cove Sports Network, Facebook, and YouTube. But as Coach talks about district, we've got a great opportunity. Tough teams, Sinton, Calhoun, Beeville's having a great year. So it's by no means going to be easy. So what we need is the community to pack it in the gym, especially at home. And if you can get to the road, we need everybody when we play these teams, right? Especially at home, we got to green out. We've got to be loud like we were. Standing room only would be great. Now we do live stream it, and you can stay home, but we'd rather you come, right?
That's right.
Don't take, we can see it on the, stream, because they can't hear the yelling. You can yell from home, but no one can hear it, but who's ever at the house. So come on out, support our girls, our Lady Pirates. They've got a great opportunity. Coaches coach, players play. The community has a responsibility to show the support. That's what we need. So starting Friday, actually, because I'm telling you, come on out, support the girls.
Yeah, come watch us before and then go right to the football game. Super easy.
That's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to set up one set up here, and then from there, we're going straight over there. So you won't miss a game. Come on out, support the Lady Pirates. It's going to be great. Coach, thank you for coming out. I know I couldn't keep you long because you got practice. We hope to have Coach back at some point when she's available. It'll probably be on Wednesday. I'll send her a message next week, see when she can come on. You guys can tune in. I'll post it once I get confirmation when we can have Coach Clark back. Coach, I would like to be able to see we could have a player you're choosing, whoever you want to choose, come out so we can introduce him to the community. But I want to thank you for coming out. I want to wish you the best of luck. You've talked it into existence. We are going to win district. I second that. We need all of the support from the community, but I'll give you the final word here on the network. Anything you want to add?
Just again, I want to say how excited these girls are for this season. They are working so incredibly hard. They are bought in. It's definitely a team over me mindset. Even, people that are coming in as subs on just to do a small part, they're doing their part. Everybody's just bought in and they're working hard, like I said, and they just, that mindset, we are going for it. We want it. They're not going to quit. They're not going to back down from anybody. And this is a great group. I'm telling you what, come watch some volleyball because it's fun to watch. These girls are worth supporting. So
Oh, by all means, Coach, before I let you go, I just want to let the community know. So we pre-record this, but it will be uploaded later this evening to all of the Pirates Gold Sports Network social media platforms. That's our Facebook, our Twitter, our YouTube. It is on Spotify. And that's where you can catch the entirety of this 25-minute, 30-minute podcast. But we will take clips from this, and it will be then uploaded to our TikTok and Instagram. So if you just want to check out some clips on what Coach is saying, check that out. If you want to hear the entirety, definitely you can catch it on the other four networks. Coach, thank you very much. We look forward to bringing you back real soon, and good luck.
thank you. Thanks for having me.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.